What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Last Minute Gamers Podcast. I am your host, the Heavy Metal Zombie. You can follow me at HVYMETALZOMBIE at Twitter or my YouTube channel at Last Minute Productions. Back again in episode 3 of Last Minute Podcast, we have Clyde, the incomparable, L.M Stranger. What's going on, dude?
I'm doing all right. I'm looking forward to this podcast, looking forward to bashing Microsoft. I get accused of doing it because I do. Xbox One sucks. That's how it is.
Boom, roasted. Thank you again, guys, for joining us on episode 3. We'll see you next week. Not quite. Oh, also back with us again this week is Rodney, the Tech Tower Chevy Boy Swag. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on? What's up? We're gonna blow some shit up.
You'll have to forgive us this week, guys. We are a man short of the crew, so it's going to be just the 3 of us this week. But that's fine. And this week we are coming at you just like Whitney Houston. Not live.
Oh.
Thanks for joining us, guys. So, let's get this thing started. Guys, what have we been doing recently? TV watching, movies. Clyde, you got any movies to recommend to us?
Yes, I've been watching, or have watched, was yesterday, I Spit on Your Grave 2. Now, that movie is bloody, nasty, but it's awesome. You know, this woman, you do not fuck with this woman because she done things like take a big-ass cattle rod thing and zapped this dude's pecker and electrocuted him, or took a knife and cut him all over the place, and then took shit and spread shit all in his wounds so they get infected.
What the fuck?
Oh.
And the worst part, this dude actually had a vice on his balls, and his entire balls exploded.
Oh.
Bloody movie, and my ex watched it with me, which is kind of scary because I hope it doesn't give her any ideas.
Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
You better sleep with one eye open.
Gripping your pillow tight.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it.
Oh, God. Well, thanks for the recommendation. Oh, fuck. I hate you now. Oh, man. Oh, moving on to brighter, peppier things. What have we been playing recently, guys?
Same old, GT Online. And that's about it, to be honest with you, because I've been keeping busy with work and all that.
Yeah, it's been GTA Online for me, too. Just trolling the shit out of people that call themselves trying to troll me.
Which, I do believe you have a shout-out for a certain faggot this week, don't you, Rodney?
Yeah, a punk bitch by the name of Vicious. 555. Yeah. He's a punk bitch.
And that's on PlayStation Network. You can troll the shit out of this faggot at Vicious555.
You'll know him because he'll be the asshole in there talking shit, telling someone, I run this lobby, when he ain't running shit.
I kill too much.
More like he got killed too damn much.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch. Oh, it was the easiest kill I ever got.
Oh,
easiest.
okay.
What was it, 13 to 3?
I think it was 14-4.
Something like that. Either way, I destroyed his ass after he talked about that shit. Fuck him. Anyway.
On to the news of the week. First of all, this week, there was I'd say kind of a major story that developed. Now, I don't know too much about this one, so I'm going to let Clyde roll us in with this. But the gist of it is Respawn Entertainment originally went to Sony for the Titanfall license. Clyde, L.M Stranger, what can you tell us about this?
Okay, as everybody knows, I love bad Xbox One news. I mean, nothing makes my panties more wet than bad Microsoft news. And this is bad. It makes Xbox mad, so I enjoy sharing it with you guys Xboxes. I'm sorry. Dislike the video. I don't care, but here it is. Sony could have had Titanfall. Yes, I know. You guys are going to brag about all all along. But Respawn went to Sony, asked for specs, that way they can have a PS4 version. Sony pretty much said, get the fuck out of here. We don't need your need that Titanfall. We're not giving you your specs, but you can have the Vita version. You know, it's kind of like the consolation prize, because we all know, I hate to say it, Vita is not exactly PS4. You know, and Vita, yeah. I'm not really getting into that, but yeah.
I do have a Vita. I love it to death. But that is a topic for another time.
You know, so they made it exclusive for Microsoft. So, Xbox, Titanfall is Sony's trash that they didn't want.
Damn.
Your guys' thoughts on the subject?
Wow.
That sums it up pretty well.
So many poor Xbox fans out there that just thought they were just getting such an amazing game that it was only an exclusive because the company that they thought, well, how do I say this? They thought it was such an amazing game, and they thought it was because that the game company decided to go to Microsoft because they thought that maybe Microsoft was just a better console. But now to hear that the only reason why they even went to Microsoft and became an exclusive is just because Sony just didn't want it. Oh, wow. That doesn't say much for the game. Not much at all. Sony didn't even want it. They were just like, oh, fuck you guys. We're good. We got too many other things to worry about. You know, sorry. You'll be okay. Microsoft will probably take you. Hell, they need all the help they can get anyway. Here you go. We'll throw you a bone. That's just, wow. That's just funny as hell, in my opinion. Funny as hell.
First of all, Clyde, who confirmed this report this week?
Let me see. It came from GameSpot, and also I got the story from Eurogamer.net.
Okay, that's cool. Dude,
I will link it. I will link it in the description so your Xbox can read about it and cry like la little bitches.
See, on this one, man, I just don't know what to think. I'm a Sony fanboy. I'll admit it. Fuck everybody. But the thing is, like, if I were Sony, I would have been like, all right, let's get this shit. It's made by the same people who made Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and a lot of the same people who made Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. At the very least, let's scoop it up as an exclusive. You know, that way it's an exclusive. You have to buy our system to play it. I'm not a fan of, another fucking Twitch-based shooter by shitty EA. Don't get me wrong. Do not get it twisted. But this would have been a console seller for Sony, and that's, I hate to say it, but that's a proven fact from the Xbox One's jump in sales in the week of March.
True that. I mean, honestly, I think it was more to do with Sony not wanting to divulge their console information quite yet because they want to get everything baskets in a row. I think Respawn wanted the game to come out quickly, I might add. Another knock at the game because I heard it's been rushed and there's not a lot of content in it. And I think that's why they went with Microsoft more because there was in a hurry. I think Sony would have eventually said, yeah, sure, but there was in a hurry.
Yeah, I think that's about right, too. And I think they were farther along in development anyway, so it would have been more difficult to put it on the Sony platform at that point. In any case, dude, I mean, it's whatever. Me as a fan, I will not be playing that game, period. I was planning on getting it on PC, but then news came out, hey, you have to get this through Origin. It's not going to be available through Steam. So I was like, nope, fuck that, done. So either way, to me personally, I'm not affected, but I would have liked to at least have that jump in that little boost it would have given Sony over competition.
Yeah. It would have been, I must say that would have been nice. It would have been. It really would have. But
yeah.
At the same time, Sony knew what they were doing. I mean, it's not like they're new to this. They've been doing consoles for how long now?
Almost 20 years.
Like I said, I mean, they've been consistently doing well in their consoles. So, I mean, they know what games that they needed to include in a hurry. They know what games they could go without. I mean, they're not idiots. They have their reasons for that, and I trust Sony's judgment. They've never led me astray before, so far. So I mean, who knows? They could have something in the works that might even end up being a Titanfall killer. You never know. I mean, Sony's pretty good at keeping secrets when they really, really want to.
That's true.
1080p can kill Titanfall.
1080p has already killed Titanfall. It's called Infamous Second Son.
Pow. Boom. Bow. Pow. Right to the kisser.
Clyde, do you by chance have any other info you want to add to this topic?
I believe when it comes to that game, I mean, it's well known I think about that game. Do you hear me? There's really nothing much to add about it other than I think the game is... It's a first-person shooter that's oversaturated.
Yeah, it's another bro shooter. Just call it like it is.
You know, and Xbox love first-person shooters. I think it belongs there.
Yeah, that's true. Plain and simple.
Did it better.
It wouldn't sold as well on the PS4 regardless anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sad truth. It can stay where it can stay where it belongs, and I completely agree. Everyone who plays Call of Duty, obviously not everybody, but the community that plays Call of Duty plays on Xbox, and that's the same community that will be playing Titanfall. So, you know, have fun with it until November rolls around and when your next Call of Duty comes and then everyone stops playing Titanfall. That's that's my thoughts on it. But thank you for the awesome topic. You can follow NM Stranger at NM Stranger on YouTube. Check him out, guys. Up next on the agenda for this week, we have, here's some good news. Sony has announced that PlayStation 4 has reached 7 million worldwide sales. This story has been confirmed by Sony themselves, IGN, GameSpot, etc. So all you guys can actually check for yourself, see that it's legit. Guys, 7 million is a huge fucking number.
That it is, to be honest with you. And a lot of haters said it can never be done. It can never be done. It can never been done. I think how well Sony's been doing, I think 8 million was the number that they should be shooting for, not 7. Because on average, they do about 2 million a month. This time, they did about 1 million. So, if anything, it's actually a bad thing that they reached 7 million, to be honest with you, because I thought they would actually be at near 8 million. They're not, which is kind of strange to me. I think that has more to do with the fact that you can't find PS4s. You know, they can only make so many, you know, and I think with Infamous, you know, coming out, I think that's going to help it, because before then, there really wasn't any games really worth buying. You know, Infamous is a system seller, much like Titanfall is a system seller for the Xbox One. So I think the console race is heating up, but I don't think Xbox One is going to be left out, because Xbox One is going to be in China. And now, you know, and China has, what, like 1 billion people?
Yeah, something like that.
So you know, so it's not cut and dry, and it's early. That's all I got to say.
Well, I'm kind of surprised, but I'm kind of not surprised at the same time. Like Clyde said, I kind of think that's kind of a disappointment, you know, because I actually expected, I actually expected the PlayStation to do, or Sony to do, even better than 7 million. I mean, honestly, I really did. But I mean, like he said also, again, it's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. It's kind of, to me, it's kind of, I don't know how to say it. It's kind of in between. Because, I mean, I expected more out of Sony. But at the same time, it is kind of hard to get your hands on the console because, hell, like, you can only make so many at a time, and there's so many people wanting it. It's just you can't make enough. I mean, I guess I don't know. I kind of think it's a good thing. I'm happy for Sony because they are selling. They are doing their thing and making money, but I expected more out of them. I really did. I expected 8-9 million out of them, somewhere in that area. So, good job, Sony, but let's see if we can pick up the pace. Let's see what we can do.
I will say 7 million to me is by no means a disappointment. If I had to have guessed, probably in November when it launched, which I had the pleasure of working the launch for. That was a proud moment in my work history. I would have guessed probably 6 million were sold in the first half year. So to me, this is just hell, icing on the cake. Especially in 2014 when everything's DLC and smartphone based, all that. 7 million is a huge number. It just shows that, all these idiots keep saying every day, you hear these people say, this will be the last, console generation with the emergence of smartphones and tablets and whatnot. Just further shows how stupid and wrong they are, which is always a good thing because I'm always going to be a console gamer. But 7 million, back on topic, 7 million is amazing. Huge number. And I pulled up some information just for reference sake. As of November 2013, this past holiday season, the lifetime sales of units on PlayStation 3 in comparison are at 80 million. So you can practically call that 1/10 of the PS4 sold to date as of right now, which in comparison over, God, what was that? A 12-year span? Not 12 years. Yeah, 12 years, actually. That's huge. That's a huge jump to go to.
Yeah, which I read, though, that the PS4 is actually outselling the PS2, and the PS2 is actually the top-selling game system of all time. So if sales keep up, PS4 may be their top-selling console of all time.
It's very likely. And yeah, you're right. The PlayStation 2 is the top-selling system of all time with 155 million units sold as of March 2012. So I'll probably say that's 160 million as of right now. But yeah, congrats, Sony, man. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. Can't say I got a PS4 because, frankly, as big of a fanboy I am, I don't see a reason to have one yet. But I will have one eventually, and this is good news for me as a fan.
Hell yeah. What can I say? I mean, wow. The PS4 is actually that close. Or it is possible that I could see it. I could actually see what you're saying. It is pretty possible that the PS4 could become the best-selling console of all time. And it is a pretty good console. Because I'll be honest with you, after having to compare the Xbox One and the PS4 all day, every day, I cannot see enough value. Honestly, I can't see enough value in either one of the consoles right now for me to just jump on it and just buy one.
But right.
If I had to actually buy one right now, it would definitely be the PlayStation. And not because I'm a fan of PlayStation, because right now I own a 360 and a PS3. But just because. But I mean, it's just, to me, the Xbox is trying too hard to try to be a jack of all trades, I guess you can say. Whereas to me, I mean, like I said, it's just personal opinion. But to me, the PlayStation is more worried about being an actual gaming console and not just, oh yeah, let's run our cable box through it and let's do this and that with it. Instead of actually playing video games, instead of focusing on making the 1080p gaming console that can actually show you true high definition graphics at full HD, let's make something that can maybe our players are settle for 720p. I mean, dear God. Don't you think
my Xbox 360 plays 720p no problem. So why would I upgrade?
My thing is this.
My
thing is this though. Microsoft. We are in the age now, the dawn of the age of 4K. Come on, man. And you guys are still tooling around with 720? And 4K is here now. Come on, man. You could at least get somewhat close to it. At least give us 1080. I mean, give us that much. I mean, damn.
At this time, we're going to swap topics because we have a little something special coming up for you guys next week for our next podcast episode. If you're a Microsoft fan, stay tuned. If you're not, stay even more tuned. You'll appreciate the next episode.
Xbox, you'll love it.
Absolutely. Up next on the agenda today, we have The Last of Us Remastered Edition, which we spoke in depth about last week. Could possibly have a discount put on it if you already own a PS3 copy. This has been confirmed by both Game Informer and IGN as of the 17th of April, which was at the time of recording today. Guys, what do we think about this? I'll let you guys go first, but in general, I think it's a fantastic idea. What are your thoughts?
I think it's a great idea. I mean, I don't know how they're going to implement it. I mean, I'm assuming you put the disc in, and then they'll let you go to the PSN store and then purchase the discounted Last of Us game because I own a PS4 and I happen to know if you put a PS3 game in it, it actually recognizes it as a PS3 game. It says we cannot play this game because it's a PS3 game, something like that. So I'm assuming that's how they'll do it. You know, I think it's an awesome idea. You know, I mean, I was very critical of Naughty Dog, but if they actually do this, I'll actually have to backtrack, you know, and say I was wrong, Naughty Dog. You know, as long as they keep it, you know, the $10, $20 mark, I may actually buy it day one. You heard it here first. You may have seen someone that just flipped.
That'd be awesome.
So,
I'm still wondering. What I'm really wondering, my main thing that's got me wondering is exactly how, like he was talking about, how are they going to implement this is my question. Like, what are you going to...
That's a good question. And see, they haven't released any details, and the key point being that the article states that Naughty Dog is considering this. The story came out when one of the creative directors of the game, who's also in charge of marketing, was actually on the PlayStation blog website, and he was listening to customer feedback, which is awesome about Naughty Dog, by the way. There was a lot of speculation as to, well, what if I already own this on PS3? What are you going to do for me, guys? And the topic of a possible discount came up, and they said it's under review. And if there's that much fan base behind it, I'm sure not if anybody in the gaming industry is going to support that, it's going to be Naughty Dog. But I do believe, and this is just speculation, but if you guys remember, and you, our audience at home, if you remember, in November when the PlayStation 4 was launched, they offered a upgrade system where if you got certain launch games on PS3 and wanted it on PS4, you could keep your disc and actually pay like an extra $10 and get the next gen version digitally. I wonder if it's going to act the same way.
Yeah, you put the disc in the system and then somehow recognize it.
Yeah, something like that.
And then you get the discount.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be implemented like that. Or if maybe if you got it digitally on PS3 or retail even, maybe you actually have a product key that you actually put into your PlayStation 4 account and you redeem a code. I don't know. It's going to be
trophies.
Yeah, trophies. How's that going to work too? Is it going to be a separate set? You know, there's a lot of questions to be had, but you know, it's really cool and it says a lot about their company and their values that they're actually even considering something that was just, you know, in passing mentioned by the community.
Yeah, like I said, my main thing is just how, I just really want to know. That's the only thing I'm really wondering about is how they're going to do it. That's what I'm anxious to really find out. I mean, that's the main thing I really want to know is how they're going to do it.
But how do you feel about it? How do you feel as a consumer, Chevy Boy?
I think the fact that they're listening is just amazing nowadays, especially. I mean, it's very rare nowadays that big corporations or big companies actually pay attention to the everyday consumer. I mean,
Yeah.
let's just be honest. Most of them don't. They just pretty much kind of decide what they think that you should like, and that's all there is to it. Or they decide what. Yeah. But here we go with this company that consistently has been making awesome games to start with. Let's just be honest. They have. I mean, you can't really contest their history of games. They just make amazing games. But the fact that they're listening makes them an even more amazing company. It actually makes me want to spend money with them. So really, yes, I want to know how they're going to do it, but at the same time, I'm probably going to end up still buying. I'm still going to probably end up getting that. I mean, I'm still going to probably end up getting it no matter how they do it.
I'll be honest.
Because of the fact, you know.
I'll be honest. I will too. I already have Last of Us on PS3, and to this day, I can't decide if it was my game of the year or Tomb Raider was. I love them both equally. But the point being that, to me, who has said openly, and even in this episode of this podcast, that I don't support a PlayStation 4 at this time being, Last of Us, a re-release of Last of Us at that is a system seller for me. And a lot of it's because it has the DLC, which is awesome in my opinion. But the point being, and if I can get it at a discounted price on top of that, absolutely. Sony and Microsoft, oh, almost messed up there. Sony and Naughty Dog, keep doing what you're doing, because that's how you attract people, that's how you keep customers, and that's how you make those people and customers happy.
I didn't even buy the DLC because I'm curious what Naughty Dog is going to do when it comes to that enhanced edition that they're doing.
Yeah.
I just want to say.
Yep. Well, they've already announced it will have the single-player DLC called Left Behind, and it's going to have the 2 multiplayer map packs as well. So it's going to be a Game of the Year edition for all intents and purposes.
I'm talking about costs. If it's going to be, cheap, I'll, or cheaper than it is right now. Yeah, I'll hold off on the DLC and just get it on the PS4.
Okay, that's a good point. So with this being the topic of discussion for this 15 minutes of fame that the news article has brought up, realistically, I'm going to put us all on the spot here. If they do end up offering this discount, what do you guys say a percentage off would be to where it would merit a purchase for you? What would the price put it at for you to buy it, I should say?
$20.
Well, me being me, seeing how I haven't played the any of the downloadable content yet for The Last of Us right now on PS3, I haven't played any of it, just the main story. I don't know. I feel like I would be willing to pay $30, actually, especially if I'm getting all the downloadable content at one time,
right.
on the disc and everything. And with me knowing already that this is a awesome game to start with, and I know I'm going to be getting a very high quality game, I think I'd be willing to pay $30 for it, 30 or 40,
okay,
somewhere in that area.
Yeah, I'd say realistically, I'd pay $40. If you give me $20 off of it with a past purchase, make me only pay $40, I'd buy it. So there you go, Naughty Dog, make it happen.
I got one problem. I don't like digital games. I like the physical disc. So.
I absolutely do too, and that's the main problem I have with this. It practically have to be digital, no other options.
Yeah, I shouldn't say I really, really would rather have a physical disc my own self on everything, but
the only way I see it going physical also is if they work out some kind of deal with retailers to where you trade in your PS3 version and get, $20 off of it on next gen.
Which I could actually see places like GameStop doing stuff like that. To be honest, I could see that because they have done that before.
Trade and save.
I've seen them do that with I think certain PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 games and Xbox 360 games back when they first came out. I think I remember them doing that before. But I mean, it was on, gigantic titles,
Exactly.
I can see that. I could actually see that happening. I could see there being a gigantic promotion for that.
So what do you guys think of The Last of Us Remastered possibly getting a discount? Let us know in the comments below. Naughty Dog, make this happen. Just the thought of it makes everyone happy. All right.
We'll love you forever.
Moving on to our next topic of the night. This one is neither Microsoft or Sony related, so you fanboys out there on both sides can actually cool your heels for a moment. GTA Online is apparently adding the online heists to its game this coming spring. And I'm going to toss it over to you guys to comment first, but it's about goddamn time.
You know, like you said, it's about damn time, to be honest with you. You know, Rockstar, I'm kind of disappointed in you for taking this long. You know, the game's been out, since October?
Yes.
You know, I don't know how long that is. I ain't counting. It's still too long.
That's before Next Gen launched, to put it in hindsight.
You know, I mean, heist is one of the things you pretty much talked about. You know, one of the must-have features of GTA Online. You didn't include it on launch, which is understandable, I guess. But, yeah, a lot of people is no longer playing GTA Online because of this BS, you know. So you should have had it on launch, but I'm happy you're actually starting to do it. Hopefully it's not like 2 or 3 heists and that's it. Hopefully that's it. And my pacemaker just went off.
Oh, shit. That's not good.
It did. Did you hear that beep beep? Yeah, that's what it was. Woo!
That's not good. Oh boy.
No.
So if you want to
was.
apply for our opening position starting next week, let us know in the comments below.
The link to the application will be in the comments.
Exactly.
With y'all seriousness though, we are looking for an Xbox person as a special guest in the next episode. So if you want to be a special guest, please let us know. We'll be glad to help you, and I promise we won't troll you. That's a promise. Wink, wink. That's all I got to say.
Chevy Boy, what do you think of the GTA Online heists?
About damn time. Damn it. We have been waiting for too damn long. Now, my thing is, I can deal with them taking a while to release it if that extra time they're taking to release it is to make sure they're getting all the kinks and bugs and stuff out of it. Because, let's just face it, GTA 5, while it is an amazing game, has a shitload of glitches in it. A lot. Anybody that's played it will know that there's hundreds of glitches just all throughout. So if they're taking their time to really make sure that they hammer this down right, to where when they release it, there's not that many bugs in it, then I can deal with that. But at the same time, I'm still a little pissed, Rockstar, at him, because you took too damn long. This shit should have been out months ago. Just saying. We've been waiting for this forever. So, yes, I'm very happy. But
was it 6 months, 7 months?
Oh, dear God. It was, man.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for this forever.
I do believe it's going on 7 months, yeah.
Do we have any details as far as, like, any kind of idea of how many heists will be in there or anything like that?
No specifics as of yet. If I had to guess, though, and this is pure speculation, I bet they'd start off with, like, 7, and by the end of the calendar year, we'll probably have 13 heists.
I just hope that they're fun, pays well, or not glitchy, because as everybody knows, GTA Online is glitchy. I mean, that's a known fact. Which, speaking of which, Rockstar, when are you going to fix your glitches, honestly?
Thank you.
You know, I know it's not. I know it's not about that. I know it's about heists, but come on now. I mean, if you can't even fix what you were doing right now, how in the hell are you going to do heists correctly? You know, I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it shows that there's at least, you know, a room to be skeptical. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, can they blame us for being skeptical? I mean,
absolutely not.
Look at my glitches. You guys know. I walk in my garage and 5 out of my 10 cars disappear out of my garage.
Yeah, it's true.
Random.
Hell, even if you don't want to take that one for what it is, you can check out Clyde's YouTube channel where he's at L.M Stranger. Check out his videos. He does amazing work. He posted one of the glitches that happened to him. So, I mean, there you go. It's so bad that people are having to make videos on it just to get answers.
Yes. I mean, they've been so bad that I actually quit playing for a while when half of my cars disappeared. I quit playing for a while.
I remember this, yeah.
I mean, it's just, I don't understand, Rockstar. And yes, Rockstar, I'm talking directly to you guys. Directly to you. If you're pissed off at me, if you don't like it, oh damn well. Ban me from the game. I don't care. Hell, I'll tell you my screen name on there. Chevy Boy Swag if you don't like it. But anyway, what I really think you need to do before you release the heist, which don't get me wrong, everybody and their mama is waiting for heist.
It's true.
But before you do that, please, fix all these other glitches in the game, man. Make the game more fluid, man. Please. That's all I'm asking. Because it's not going to do any good to add this new amazing mode if we can't even truly enjoy it because we have glitches that are causing major issues.
Yeah.
To where if we're trying to get away in a heist, we can't get away in the car because cars are spawning literally right in front of us. Or they're spawning on one side of the road and then somehow beelining and fly directly across the road in split seconds right in front of us. There's 50 million glitches I could probably point out right now, but I'm not going to because we don't have time. So please, Rockstar, yes, put heists in there for us. Make it amazing. But work on your glitches that you already have now and get this shit fixed so that we can truly, truly enjoy GTA Online. And like Clyde said, make sure they pay well. Don't have us a heist. We get $3,000 a piece. Please.
I agree. Make them pay well. Make them, pay well, play well. And here's another thing I'll throw out there. Give them all some variety. Multiple paths you can take during the process, so you're not playing the same linear, bland experience over and over again. I don't want to have waited. Hell, by the time they are actually launched, going on a year, to be able to play the same thing 100 times over. That's really all I have to put in. You guys said just about everything else.
My biggest issue, and Chevy Boy agreed because it happened to him, they happened to you, Corey, is how in the hell does it cause PS3s to freeze?
Yes. How?
I mean, explain that to us. Please explain that to us. No other game does that. Except that game, it freezes like every half hour or so. It's that bad.
Funny that you should mention it because I just had it playing on my PS3 right now, and guess what? My PS3 just froze up.
Well, damn.
Ain't that some shit?
That's some shit. That is some absolute shit.
I don't understand that either.
But you, our loyal viewers, if you have any answer as to why it's making our game crash, not only our game crash, but freeze our system to the point of restart, hard reboot, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for joining us again. This has been episode 3 of the Last Minute Gamers Podcast. L.M Stranger, thanks again, buddy.
Nice to see you, everybody. Join the hate on this podcast, on my channel. Join the hate of my podmates. And until next time, see you later.
Chevy Boy, thanks again for joining us.
Hey, I appreciate you having me. I really do. Until next time, guys, enjoy.
And as always, this is the Heavy Metal Zombie. Thanks for having us, guys. Thanks for showing us your support. We've actually had a pretty good outcry towards the podcast, and tell your friends. Please help spread it. We look forward to doing these, because I don't know if I can necessarily speak with my bros here, but this is actually really fun. So
yeah, it's fun. Like I said, spread the love or spread the hate if you hate what I'm saying. Otherwise, I do appreciate your support. Xbox, Sony Ponies, PC Master Race. Sometimes I love y'all. Sometimes I love to hate you, but still love yous. Anything else anybody wants to say?
This week's takeaway topic, I do believe. If you remember last week, we gave you the worst DLC experience to stew around on. This week, we want you to take away and ponder and share your stories in the comments as to the best post-game release value you remember purchasing. Whether it be DLC, whether it be a collector's edition with an awesome statue or art book or soundtrack, whatever have you. What was your best post-game release in regards to value? What you got that meant the most to you for your collection, out of your pocketbook, whatever have you. I think mine would probably be the God of War 3 Legendary Edition that I got back in the day. It actually came with Pandora's Box, the soundtrack, some DLC for the game. It was really awesome. What are yours? Tell us in the comments below. As always, guys, thanks again. And remember, if you drop your keys in lava, they're gone. Have a good one.